Hello. Should you open up a childcare business in your home? I would say yes if you have your own child and you want to stay home with your own child. Just for the learning experience. There are at the time we opened ours, my son must have been 2 years old, he's 10 now, and we went through a bunch of classes like CPR, uh, classes on reading, crisp, pointing to each word, things like that. So it was a wonderful learning experience. As a business, it didn't take off the ground because there's a lot of paperwork, and once the children are 4 years old, they just go to the free VPK. And in a home, uh, it doesn't have as much as far as like bicycles and brand new equipment and playgrounds and things like that as the other places. So even though we were technically charging 100 a week, we couldn't get 100 a week per child because most of the parents used the government program. So we would get paid a month later, and it was a lot of paperwork to do with the fire drill, with the attendance and sign-in sheets, which are sign-in sheets, but you got to print. So if I had to do it over again, I would see it as a learning classroom experience, not as a business. I would charge $200 per child per week. And thereby I would not have any customers, I believe, because it's just too much work for one person. And I was helping the wife. I was the one that if she needed to go to a class, then somebody had to go to that class, then I had to do it. It was on Saturdays. She also went to a bunch of classes. But just cooking alone, it's too much. You gotta cut the fruit, strawberries, to little bite-sized pieces. You gotta sit with the children and make sure they eat. You gotta teach them to pass me the bowl of strawberries, please. Would you like some strawberries? To the next person. You gotta teach them to communicate and talk, because they found out in the daycares or in the childcare training classes that people are not sitting down with each other, and they just feed themselves and don't even look at or talk with the other people. So if you're going to charge 200 a week and everybody else is charging 100, and you're doing it just for the sake of staying home with your own children and learning new ways to teach your children, then it's worthwhile. As far as making money, it's too much work for one person. So at the best, charge 200, and then you'll be able to hire somebody to come over, because you're supposed to have a substitute, a required mandatory substitute, and nobody's going to be your substitute. I mean, you could get a friend to sign her name on it, but if you're sick, nobody's going to come over and take care of the kids. So some rules are just not able. You can't get those things done. Infractions. If you don't do the shot record and you don't keep track of things, there's a $50 fine for each violation. Some of these things are, you could go to jail for some things like this. So this is one activity that it takes a whole lot of people. Just like a public school has teachers that just teach, and then there are administrators that keep track of paperwork. Did the child go to school that day, and things like that. You need a child care at home. It's very difficult. we removed all the pictures with glass from the walls. We had to make sure that all the furniture was not gonna fall over and hit anybody. I did enjoy working with the children. However, you really, really need more adults. I would say if you have 2 kids, you need 2 adults. It's a very intense job. Children need supervision. And the risk, like for instance, a Christmas tree, back then there was one of these things that fell down. We couldn't find one of the pieces. Well, did the child eat it? What happened? Where did it go? The little balls that go on Christmas trees. So don't even have any of those things. Again, do it only for educational purposes and to learn. Other than that, don't do a home childcare business unless you're going to charge $200 a week or $300 a week, and then you'll be able to pay somebody to be there with you. You will need help. The best childcare I saw on a video had their own chef. All right, and you do need, I think it was $2,000 a week, or was it a month? I'm not sure. Probably a month. God bless you and those that surround you.